There's a number you carry around. You'd say it if a recruiter rang. You've typed it into mortgage calculators at midnight. You might have said it at a barbecue once, casually, after exactly one question too many. It's the number you mean when you say what you earn. It's on your contract. It's in your head right now. I'd put money on it. And here's the strange thing about that number. You have never seen it. Not once. Go and check. Scroll back through 10 years of banking apps if you like. That number has never landed in your account in full ever. Not 1 month of your working life. It doesn't exist. It has never existed. It's a character in a story, like Sherlock Holmes, with a famous address and no physical form. And yet, this fictional number decides what house you can buy, what car you get offered, how you feel about yourself in traffic, and how much of your life you trade away. You are running your entire life on a ghost. The ghost, of course, is your gross salary, the big number at the top of the payslip. And I want to be precise about the accusation, because it's not that the number is wrong. It's that it describes money you will never touch. Say the number is 60 grand. Before a single penny reaches you, the system has been through it. Income, tax, and national insurance take it down to about 45. A normal 5% pension contribution, and a Plan 2 student loan, and what actually crosses the border into your world is roughly 40. 3 and a bit grand a month. That's the real number. That's the entire economy of your actual life. 60 is a rumor. 40 is a fact. And look at the document itself, because even the typography is in on it. The big, bold number at the top, the fiction. The real one, buried at the bottom right after a column of grey deductions in a font size chosen for things nobody is meant to read. Payslips are designed like receipts printed backwards, headline first, truth last. And notice something about the arithmetic on the way down. Because of where the bands sit, the second 30 grand of that salary is worth about a fifth less to you than the first 30, before your student loan has even taken its slice. We mapped that machinery in episode 3, so I won't rerun it. The point today is different. The point is which of those two numbers, the rumor or the fact, every important decision in your life gets anchored to. And the answer, almost always, is the rumor. Look at who uses the ghost. And what for? The mortgage lender offers you 4.5 times gross. Not net, gross. The fiction multiplied. Which means the biggest debt of your life is sized against money you'll never receive, and then repaid every month out of the money you actually do. The car salesman, the letting agent, the wedding venue, every affordability sum aimed at you is calibrated to the headline number, because the headline number is bigger, and bigger numbers say yes. Recruiters negotiate in gross, so a 5 grand rise sounds like 5 grand, though you already know from episode 3 it's 240 a month if you're lucky. The news does it too. Average salary surveys, public sector pay deals, every headline about what Britain earns, all quoted in a currency that has never been inside a single British bank account. The entire national conversation about pay is conducted in fiction, and then everyone goes home and wonders why the facts feel tight. Even your own head does it. 60 grand feels like a 60 grand life, so a 60 grand life is what gets built, restaurants, car, postcode, and then the actual 40 grand of real money is sent out every month to service a lifestyle designed by the fiction. That gap has a name in this house. It's the comfortably skint gap, living gross, earning net. And now the truly uncomfortable bit. Divide what you really take home by what you really give, not the contracted 37.5 hours. The real number, with the commute, the early emails, the Sunday night dread that counts as work because it is. Do that division and your 60 grand career pays somewhere around 20 quid an hour, which means that £1,200 telly is not £1,200. It's 60 hours, a week and a half of your finite life, handed over. Nothing in a shop has ever been priced in the only currency you actually spend. Now, what do you do with this? 3 moves, all of them about changing the unit you think in. First, find your fact, your true monthly net off the actual payslip after everything. That's the only number budgets, affordability and honesty are allowed to use from now on. When the lender says 4.5 times gross, you run your own sum against net because the lender is sizing their asset, not your life. Second, calculate your real hourly wage once and let it quietly reprice the world. Net annual divided by true annual hours, commute included. Write it down. Every big purchase for the rest of your life just became a number of hours, and you'll be amazed which ones stop being worth it, and genuinely, which ones become more worth it. Some things are a bargain in hours. Most things are not. The gym membership that costs a couple of dozen hours a year and gives you back decades, bargain. The upgraded car on finance that costs 150 hours a year to sit in traffic in, you can finish that sentence yourself. Third, when the rise comes, translate before you celebrate. Gross rise, times roughly 0.6 if you're above the 40% line, divided by 12. That's the real monthly change, and that's the number the standing order from episode 4 takes its half of, before the fiction talks you into a lifestyle the fact can't fund. And notice, the system already agrees with all of this. It just plays the game one way. Salary sacrifice from episode 5 is the state formally admitting gross is negotiable, that you can shrink the fiction to grow the fact. The tools exist. They were simply built facing the other direction. Now the reframe, because there's one more place the ghost lives, and it's the most expensive. Identity. Somewhere along the line, the gross number became who you are. It's the score at the barbecue, the rank on LinkedIn, the silent comparison with your mate who's on 70. And people will burn real money, real hours, defending a fictional number's honor. But you already know from episode 2 that your salary was never the score. Net worth is the scoreboard. Net income is the fuel. Gross is just the sticker on the pump, and nobody's life runs on stickers. You don't earn 60 grand. You earn 40, and it costs you about 2,000 hours a year to get it. That sentence is less flattering. It's also the first completely true financial statement most people ever make about themselves. So here's your one job tonight, and it's one division. Take your true annual take-home, the fact, and divide it by your true annual hours, contract plus commute plus the extra you actually do. One number, your real hourly wage. Put it in the note from episode 2, right under your net worth, because those two numbers, what you keep and what your time sells for, tell you more than every payslip you'll ever be handed. The ghost can keep the barbecue. You take the truth. See you in the next one.